Mr. Krabs' middle initial is H, right?
Yes. Probably.
Eugene H. Krabs. Yes, okay, it is.
Did we already talk to Phoenix? Yes. Yes, we did. I can't remember what we were doing. Are we going
We were showing Phoenix his daughter's panties.
That's true. Did we already present it? I don't remember. I'll present it again.
Yeah, it only takes like a second. Look, my panties! They came home to Mama. Thanks, Apollo. I was worried about them too. Juicy special ordered those.
A startling display of parental concern.
I'd hate to have to buy a new pair.
Make that a not so startling display of cheapskateness.
Oh, I just noticed your Twitch avatar is currently Twilight Princess Link instead of Apollo.
Yeah, changed it again.
Does that mean you're going to stop streaming this game and start streaming Twilight Princess 4K? Just
No.
midstream?
Midstream. Can you imagine? Okay, I think... I don't remember where we're going, but I'm just gonna go around. Find out. June 15th. Right, anything, agency.
Time to fuck around and find out.
You're that woman from... Kitaki?
Kitaki? Yeah, Kitaki.
Kitaki.
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
You're the woman from the Kitaki place. Yes?
I knew it! Something's the matter and you want our help, right? You want our therapy, right? Well, you've come to the right place. This way, please.
Thank you. My name is Alina Tilia?
Tiala.
Tiala? I have a request.
Yeah. It's like you know what a tiara is, right?
Yeah.
It's tiara with an L instead of an R. Also, the game volume is very loud in my ears right now.
Just turn it down on the stream.
Or
Also,
you
my
could
game
turn it
audio
down.
is not very loud. You can just turn it down on the stream.
I could do that.
Yeah.
But then I can't hear the banger tunes.
Just turn it down a little bit. You don't have to turn it down too much. I mean, I don't.
So are you gonna whip it? Are you gonna whip it out and show it to her?
Well, first, I have to show her my attorney's badge.
That's what I was talking about. What, did you think I meant your dick?
No. An attorney's badge? So you really are a defense attorney.
No, I stole this from my boss.
Counting on you. I need your help. You need my help? Your request. Your request. Let me guess. Something's been stolen?
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
It says now defending, so I thought. What? You mean you want me to defend you? Me? There's so many other people, but you want me?
Maybe you can tell us what happened? Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your sweet roll? Or your panties?
No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiancé, I suppose you call him. Fiancé? What happened to him, then? He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder.
Murder?
Have you heard about what happened at the park? Murder in the park. What happened? I haven't been told all the details. I do know a body was found in the park. Near the Kitaki mansion.
There weren't a lot of police cars there.
Apparently, the victim was shot with a pistol. I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual. And your fiancé was arrested for this.
What sort of person is your fiancé? Is he like a gangster?
So, what's your story? You frequent the Kitaki Mansion, yes? Are you a member of their, organization? No.
Are you a gangster?
Not yet.
Oh, an aspiring gangster, I get it. Not yet?
You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son. The boss's son? So he's a gangster. Yes.
Gangster.
But the Kitakis are locally responsible gangsters.
Gangsters.
Even though it's gangsters.
Yeah, Capcom keeps making typos, what can I say?
Oh yeah, obviously. I thought it'd be nice for a change. Quit my boring job, live the good gangsta life.
Thank you. I think you're onto something. I should marry into the Yakuza too.
Listen.
Miss Kitaki. I like the sound of that.
I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that.
If you don't like it, he can go sleep with the fishies.
Your fiancé is the Kitaki family's only son, correct?
Aww.
His name's Wookie?
Walkie.
Walkie? Walkie Kitaki? Walkie
Yeah, like a walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie. Fucking hell, of course. I brought
He's really good at communicating.
Well, that's quite the photo.
I want you to voice this guy.
Oh, he can be powerful and menacing, but still cute. He looks like a type. But if he's the boss's only son, yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday.
Say, I'm a boss already of this agency.
Please help my Walkie, please. Right, my first solo defense case. Crime boss's son or not, I'll prove that he's innocent, probably. I prepared a letter of requests. I know you need those. Letter of request added to the
Letter of
court
request added to the court record. Letter of request. Type documents. Received from Alita Tiala. Right! Let's go check out the scene of the crime. I hope we get to see a dead body.
Oh, can I not read what it says? Oh.
Hit request.
That's a little sus.
Why does this envelope say hit request? Is it from a DJ?
It's a bit of a lingo, like calling a hit or hitman.
Ooh, you mean gangsta talk? So does hit mean to defend in gangsta-ease? Well, hitman from Hitman.
I certainly hope not. Something tells me she used the wrong envelope. I hope so.
Apollo's first solo case. He has to take out the boss's son.
No, literally. June 15th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
Polly, you look as happy as a clam in its shell.
For a lawyer, this is it. The place where the battle begins.
You need something?
No. Yes, we're attorneys. I was hoping we could see Mr. Walkie-Talkie.
Sorry, he's in questioning right now. Could take a while. Drat. Oh well. Guess we'll have to come back later then.
So much for that battle.
Let's go to the park and see if we can see a dead body.
Dead bodies. Nope, I meant to go to Kitaki. I didn't mean to go here, but there's something over here anyway. June 15th, Hickfield Clinic.
We're gonna get told Phoenix isn't here.
Yeah, pretty much. Huh? Where's Mr. Wright?
Maybe he's getting an examination again? Fucking all those nurses?
How many does he need? Wasn't it just a sprain?
Yeah, but Daddy loves fucking nurses. Too bad, Polly. You wanted to show off your request to Daddy, didn't you?
What? Me? No!
Oh, that's a surprise.
Let's just come back later, shall we? Meant to go to Kitaki Mansion.
Or did you?
I did. June 15, Kitaki Mansion.
E-I-E-I-O.
So, this is it. My first murder crime scene.
Oh, it's you kids again. Well, can't you find some other place to play? We're not playing. We're, investigating. Aren't we, Apollo?
Sir, I have a letter of request here.
Letter of... Huh? Why does it say hit request on it? Are you a DJ?
Miss Tom... Tiali? Tiala?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, just like the crown, but with L instead of R.
I know, it's just hard for me, because I go to say tiara, I'm just like, no. Tiala.
Let's just say her surname's Tiara anyway.
Miss Tiara. Must have used the Kitaki's stationery. Who is this?
Excuse me, coming through. Oh, it's you, Mr. Gavin. Oh, it's you, Mr. Gavin.
Who's this guy?
I must say, I'm used to being inspected by the ladies. But this is the first time I've felt this way with a man. Ooh.
Mr. Gavin? You look very similar to the sir I used to know.
Ah, Fraulein, what is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help? Yes. The policeman officer fellow here won't let us in.
Something for the prosecutor again.
You don't know he's a prosecutor. He might be a rock star.
I'm very certain he's going to be the prosecutor. Anyway.
We even have a letter of request. You must be exhausted standing out here. I will take you to the scene of the crime. Ooh, really? By your leave, officer. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Ah, very well. This way, Fraulein.
Fraulein, what does that mean?
Lady. Or like young lady, I think.
In what, like, German?
He's not a germ, he's a human being.
a...
Wee! And yeah, he has a German accent.
Yeah. Hey, what about me? June 15th, People Park.
Fuck, dude, they sure do. On that note, enjoy your investigation. Thank you. Will we see you again? Ask the wind, Fraulein. I'll be riding on it. Clavier away!
Who was that?
Eek! Apollo, look! A corpse!
What? Hey, it's just Megan.
Oh, wow. Sure got me. I thought somebody killed a cop.
Who is this speaking?
I think that's Emma.
May I ask exactly what is you're doing here? Oh, it's you. How'd you kids get in here?
Oh, this guy? Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in.
Him again. The glamorous fop, always getting in my way. Anyway, the scene is off limits. Excuse me, we have a letter of request. One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass?
Because her vision is terrible.
That's a mode.
And she forgot her reading glasses.
Ellipsis. I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says that was written by Alida Tiara. Thanks. It took you 30 minutes to figure that out? So, what's up with the mannequin there? It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found. the body was pulling the stand? So, you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Sky. I'm in charge of the crime scene.
She doesn't seem that happy about it. I wonder if she wanted to be a forensics expert.
She doesn't seem that happy about many things. I trust you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs, just in case. Wink. I imagine she would wink.
One for arrests, one for the bedroom.
Did you know I'm an attorney? Not the right one, Lily. Not the right one. Present.
Here, I have a present for you.
If you could spare a moment to take a look at this. Can't you see that I am extremely busy? Eating snacks? Yes.
Busy eating snacks, I'd say.
This is going nowhere fast. The case.
We have
Detective Scott?
Do we have a profile on Detective Sky yet?
Probably. Oh, we have profile.
Oh,
yeah.
wait.
We have 3 new profiles. Aaliyah Tiara, age 21, gender female. Woman who requested that I defend her fiancé. Emma Sky, age 25, gender female. Head detective on the case. Obsessed with forensic science. Mood? Dodgy. Waki Kitaki, age 19, gender male. Defendant, heir to the Kitaki family empire, and Aaliyah Tiara's fiancé.
Oh wow, she's over 20, he's under 20. Problematic.
Problematic. Oh my gosh.
I can't believe Capcom approves of age gaps.
Quiet please, it's snack time. Munch, 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 munch. I think that was 8. Munch, 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 munch. Munch, 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 munch.
Chocolate. We're not making much progress here.
She must not be very busy. I never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years, and they won't give me the position I requested. And then I hear he gave up the defense attorney life. He? Who's he? The next defense attorney? Detective Sky? Okay, so this is what she's gonna say the whole time. Let's just examine around first. Hey there, no messing with the crime scene. But we need to investigate. Investigations are to be carried out by professionals, scientifically. She's not going to let us check out the crime scene, is she?
Hey Apollo! My very unscientific analysis tells me there's something very suspicious.
I think I know what you mean. It's kind of hard not to notice. Better check out what we came here to find, at least. Oh, remember, well, the body. There's no body. Not move. I meant to say... Present. I want to
Maybe a change of scenery is what you need.
Oh yeah, I guess we have to wait for Emma to move.
Wait for her to move, or do something about her mood. Something like that.
Phoenix? Is he back yet? Can we speak to him? Are you done your examinations? The answer is no. I'll just move around. June 15th, El Dune's house. Oh, I guess we could bring her some.
No!
Dunes.
Oh, Mr. Aldun.
You cut out for that line. I'll say again.
Oh, Mr. Aldun. Hello?
Oh. Hi, Mel. Mel agrees. Looks like he's left.
We found his stand and everything. What about our free bow?
Oh, too bad. Looks like we'll have to wait a little longer for that bowl. So sorry.
Oh, what a bummer. Apollo, can you take me to the mall?
What a bummer. Mm-hmm. Nothing in here. Boop. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting to examine over here. Maybe there could be. I'll examine. I mean, let's just see. Anything interesting at all over here that we haven't already examined? Probably not. A lone Eldoon's noodles bowl lies on the ground. The lone bowl is tipped on its side. It's kind of surreal. Blue tart.
Oh, now suddenly Apollo's an art major too.
The blue tarp Mr. Eldoon used to cover his mule stand. Robbed of its purpose, it blows in the wind, alone. Is he just gonna say everything's alone now? Mr. Eldoon's house has seen better days, and I'm betting I've eaten better noodles. Damn, Apollo! Damn!
Savage.
Damn! Damn! Guy, Eldoon's dog doesn't look too lively. They say dogs and their owners resemble each other. I guess there are exceptions.
I'm pretty sure GUI as a name is supposed to be pronounced Gee.
An oil drum for catching water. Heck, a sparrow just flew over and oh man, that was just disgusting. Something tells me this wasn't the first time. It must be his business sign. It reads, "No." Maybe that's how the kids are spelling nude these days. Another failed attempt at hipster marketing.
I don't think that word means what the Capcom writer thought it meant.
No. There's a handwritten sign here. Save the lights. It's hard to make out the sign in the shade from the clinic next door. Anything else?
That Maractus Clinic always throwing shade.
The front entrance to Aractus Clinic. The walls and posts are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Hot dang, my hair looks good.
Bane.
Pretty much. Police car is parked in front of the Maractus Clinic. It's empty. The police must be inside investigating. Basta got some? Well. They felt like a waste of time.
Okay, so you can't slide to the right.
No.
Or slide to the left.
I want to see what she says again.
Quiet, please. It's snack time.
Munch, munch, munch. Munch, munch, munch.
We're not making much progress here.
Must be very busy. Sigh, never. Like a break. If he gave up the defense attorney life. Next defense attorney?
She's looking for Kristoff.
Oh, obviously. I don't think there's anything we could present her that she would want to see.
Maybe just click on the statue of the policeman.
I tried doing that. I'll try again.
Okay,
I'll try.
try clicking on the Eldoon sign. Apollo, look! That stand! It says Eldoon! And if you spell that backwards, it's Noodle!
I've noticed. Well, we've solved the case of the missing Stan at least. Though the circumstances could stand to be better. So now, if we go there, will something happen?
Or maybe you can ask Emma about the stand and getting it back.
No.
Nope. Mauve.
Mauve. Let's, is he back now? I've done that? Nope. Okay. Interesting.
Maybe Phoenix is done fucking the nurses now?
Maybe. Phoenix, give us something we could show Emma, so that she lets us do shit. June 15, Eggfield Clinic.
Ah, you're back. Run into some problems? Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something?
Who? Me? No, I'm fine, really. Oh, gosh.
What's this? So there is a problem?
No,
and
no
his name
problem.
Is Apollo?
Actually, I've got a defense request.
Defense request. That is a problem.
Huh?
I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore.
The request first for me!
Oh, right. You were a lawyer, weren't you?
He's doing that on purpose! I know it!
I vibe with Hobo Phoenix.
Not move. Meant to talk. Murder.
Oh, what about this what about this defense request?
It's related to the murder in People Park, actually.
Guess what? We found Mr. Eldoon's noodle stand at the scene of the crime. Did you now? That's unusual indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. Outside of the Yakuza games.
I think the murder weapon was something else.
You mean you don't know what the murder weapon was? That funny detective lady won't let us on the scene. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyway? And pink sunglasses? Lab coat? Pink sunglasses? Didn't think she'd be involved with this.
You know her?
In a manner of speaking.
Sky connection. So, you know her, don't you?
I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago. She was still a high school student at the time, so I didn't fuck her yet.
That would make her about the same age as me!
That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. Oh, wait. Maybe you know that other guy, too.
That other guy?
That shining prince on the motorcycle.
Jesus Christ, not this shit. This is like Emma with Edgeworth.
Yep.
Not the shit again.
Prince. I thought he died.
Mysterious prince.
Apollo. Tell me about Trucy's crush on Prince, or the artist formerly known as Prince. Indulge a concerned father.
He was at the crime scene. He looked just like Mr. Gavin.
Did he now?
You know him too?
I'm amazed you didn't know your boss had a brother. A brother who is also a famous rock star.
His brother?
We're acquaintances, after a fashion. Clavier Gavin, rock and roll god incarnate.
Sheesh.
Clavier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy.
I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. And what was he doing out there? Hello?
Your mom, Herr Forehead. I have a feeling you'll be crossing paths again soon. Now, what was the problem again? Having trouble investigating the crime scene in the park? Yeah, that detective woman won't let us. Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. It's cocaine. Give it to her. Try taking that to this detective.
White powder? Hope it's not what I think it is.
What do you think it is?
Nothing,
Just ta-
sir. Nothing.
Just take it to her. It'll be fine. You'll see. She loves that cocaine. Oh, and tell her I said hi. No, wait. Tell her I said, hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Okay, Trucy, take off your hat.
Assuming it's this hat. So this must
That
be
works
the
too.
silk top hat Mr. Wright mentioned. Let's take a closer look. Huh?
Whoa!
It's a fingerprint shit again. You know what?
It's aluminium powder.
You know what this is, Trucy?
I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. I thought it was cocaine, so I licked it. He got mad at me.
This is getting more and more sus. White powder placed gingerly into pockets. Type other. Retrieve from the right angry agency.
Let's go talk to that detective after we inspect the cocaine. She's sure to know what that cocaine is.
I don't think you're going to present a quick shot court record anyway. Check. Oh my gosh. Cocaine. But check it. Why is this being so cool? Come on. Why are you doing this, Mouse? This bottle has a label on it.
Can you read?
No.
Damn.
No. No word. I'm not sure I speak whatever language this is written in. What language is that? Blah blah blurb, blah blah blurb, blah blah bleep. Gazorbazorb.
That's too bad. I guess we're stuck with this mysterious bottle of cocaine.
Okay.
And some cotton candy to eat it with.
Mysterious white powder with the alleged ability to improve Texas guy's mood.
Yep, sounds like cocaine, all right.
Kentucky Mansion. People Park.
Oh.
Present. Here is the white powder. Enjoy. Does this ring any bells? Is that? It couldn't. Where'd you get that? I brought it from the office. You work at the Ryan Co. law offices? Yes? Yeah, sort of.
Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy? Did you fuck?
Daddy? I'm sorry. Who did you say you were?
Trucy Wright, Daddy Phoenix's daughter.
What? Mr. Wright has a daughter?
You seem shocked.
Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can. Oh, thanks. You can start by not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice. I'm not his anything.
Alright then, Mr. Wright's slave.
This powder is used for detecting fingerprints. Fingerprints? I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright. White powder memories. If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know. We'll dust for prints.
With the DS touchscreen.
Well, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden.
Not so fast, eager McBeaver.
An attorney's badge. It reminds me of when Mr. Wright was still defending. Everything I have now is thanks to him. Remember, help as many people as you can. That's your job.
She's right, Polly. Let's make a difference. Is something wrong?
No, nothing. I actually felt inspired for a moment there. Do you know about a map? Sorry, I don't think I can help you with that. I think you need more than just scientific help. But ask me anything you like, just ask scientifically. Do you know about noodles? Do you know about Trucy's panties? The answer is she does not. Do you know?
I think you need more than scientific help if you're showing me that 15-year-old girl's panties.
I don't think she has anything else to say about the other things, but I'll present it just in case. Maybe she'll have something to say. If she has anything else to say about this, though. Fingerprints analysis is the very basis of modern forensic science. Doesn't just talking about it leave you breathless with excitement? Oh yes, breathless. Actually, it does sound kinda interesting. Maybe I should quit being an attorney for this. Let me know if you find any evidence. I might have a print or two, alright? You're gonna answer my questions now? The case.
I forgot about adult Emma's smug sprite. I like it.
The report came in last night. The body was found much as you see it now. Except it was a real body. But why? Why was the body pulling a noodle stand? If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here. Well, what was the cause of death? A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol.
A pistol? So he had to go to the bathroom?
Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. Unless you're a cop or a gangsta.
Or an American.
Incidentally, the victim's name was Paul Maractus. I just received the autopsy report. In fact, not him.
I just gave him the autopsy report for his own murder.
Autopsy? Really? I mean, really, what's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off. Pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me.
Not so mysterious, actually. We should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand came from. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I didn't come here to play games, you know. Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. The noodle stand owner is Mr. Wright.
Phoenix Wright.
Trucy Wright. Dr. Hickfield.
You should say Phoenix just to see what she says.
Okay, I don't think I'll get a penalty for it. Look, I have better things to be doing. I'll make more progress eating snacks and listening to this drivel. You could try actually investigating rather than just standing around.
There, we're eating.
Who's this old guy? This is the proprietor of Eldoon's Noodles, Mr. Eldoon himself.
He's famous in this part of town. You might have heard of him.
Not
We
bad.
work for him.
I guess Daddy Wright picked the right kids for this job. That saved me a lot of work. Thanks.
Noodle stand added to the court record. Apollo just tucks the entire thing in his pocket.
Yeah, probably.
What sort of person was the victim anyway? Was he a real jerk?
You mean what did he do? He was a doctor. A doctor? I'm starting to see a connection here.
If he was such a great doctor, why didn't he operate on himself when he got shot? Checkmate, atheists.
Who, me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene. Detective Sky. I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist.
Ooh, were you studying abroad? Or two?
Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that.
Why didn't you just become a forensics expert in Europe instead of becoming a gumshoe?
Well, I suppose that was an option, but I had a lot of favors to repay to people back here. Favors? Wasn't she in high school when she left? What? What's that look for? I was involved in an incident before I left. And Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owe them.
Who are his people? Really? I had no idea.
Edgeworth? Do we see Edgeworth in this game? I hope so.
Edgeworth isn't Phoenix's people. Mr. Edgeworth is his own man.
She's been out of the country for a while. She probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current, state of affairs. us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitaki family, yes? Walkie-talkie. I don't know if he is the boss's son, but he's certainly throwing his way around. Violently, in the detention center.
I see.
Why was he arrested in the first place? You are a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his by any chance. Actually, yes I am. Well, we have a witness to the moment of the crime. Eh? The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow.
What?
The victim. Could you tell us a bit more about the victim? Well, let's see. Apparently he's a physician at a clinic in the area. Quite well off too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is Maractus Clinic.
Maybe that's why that cop car was parked there?
What? You've been to the clinic? Yeah, though on a related issue. I told a detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand. I see. So that means Dr. Maractus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here. That would seem to be the case. But why? Don't ask me! Why would I know? Do you have anything else to say about the noodle stand?
Do you have anything to say about the autopsy report that you just handed me? Because sometimes these games make you do that.
10 p.m. Cause of death. Single bullet to the right temple. Why did Dr. Maractus die like this?
Why didn't he die some other way? Pulling a noodle stand, very strange.
Inconceivable. I just don't get it. Some people just
You
can't
keep
die
using
normally.
that word.
What?
You keep using that word. Do not think it means what you think it means.
He's dead. Give him a break. You like noodles? Sorry, I don't think I can help you with that. I think you need more.
She likes chocolate.
Help. But ask me anything, scientifically. Okay, I think we're done with her right now. Oh wait, I should probably actually examine the crime scene. Maybe a good idea.
Nah, that's not important.
This mannequin is dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. A mannequin in place of a body. The body of the victim has already been removed.
You think the victim was the noodle stand thief?
What, you think someone killed him because he stole it?
No, I think they killed him because they wanted the noodles. Taking care of business, Little Plum Kitaki style.
Try not to sound too eager about that, please.
I want to marry a gangster.
And this is Mr. Eldune's noodle stand, obviously.
It does say Eldune in big letters, doesn't it?
And that mark on his paper lantern there looks familiar.
It's salty. I want to be a little weird telling him, but with the corpse and all.
Anyway, that wraps up 3 of our cases.
That's right. Congratulations, Apollo.
And leaves us with 1 case that's worse than all 3 put together. Murder.
I like murders.
There's gotta be a good clue or 2 around here.
You and your trash cans. Go ahead, knock yourself out, Stinky.
Please, can't you see I'm doing my, huh? Look! Another pair of underwear!
Wow, Apollo. You're a genius at finding panties.
Stop saying that. Wait, these aren't...
I guess you're going to miss the panty raid.
They're not mine.
I said, I guess you're going to miss the panty raid.
I'm sad that episode does not air anymore. That
So
episode
just
was-
pirate it.
Yeah, but like, yeah. Could these have been stolen too? Rumors add to the court record. Yeah, those belong to, the Kitaki lady.
Plum? Me? Little Plum Kitaki?
Yeah, Plum Kitaki, there we go. And this is Mr. Eldune's... Yeah, we I thought it was is that just gonna be trash can again? Okay.
Always remember this trash can is the place where Apollo found those panties.
Don't you have more important things to remember? Wait,
Nope.
these aren't. They're not mine.
They're not mine.
We already went over this. Nothing
Hey,
else.
Emma, what do you think about panties?
Do you like panties? Sorry,
I think you
don't
need
think
professional
I can help
help.
with that. I think you need professional help. But ask me anything you like, just not about panties. Found in trash can at Blue People Park. Distinctive bloomers, to say the least.
Are you not going to look at them in 3D?
Why would I want to? But I suppose I will. Can I look at the noodles still in 3D? Oh, I can! Wow. Noodle.
Huh? Look at this, Apollo. Mr. Eldoon spelled his name backwards on this side.
I think that says noodle. As in Eldoon's noodles?
Huh? Oh, I get it. So the name of his store is the same whether you read it forward or backwards.
Yeah, I guess it would be. Well, except for the last S.
Then how about a store called Team Meat?
Close, but that would be TM Mat backwards. What kind of store is that?
A butcher shop, obviously. Why, a store that sells meat. It's not meat unless it's Team Meat. Trucy, you're a marketing genius.
Listen. Salt. Salt! 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 No, nothing else.
The key ingredient of Eldoon's noodles.
Salt! Oh. Salt! Oh.
These bloomers sure have a distinct design.
You certainly know who they belong to at a glance.
That way she doesn't have to write her name on them. Genius.
I would think writing your name would be easier than drawing a plum blossom. Is she not here? Don't you want your bloomers back?
I died.
Why don't I examine here now, since this is open? An impressive gate befitting the Kitaki Mansion.
Look at that nameplate, Kitaki. That's so cool. Short and blunt, like any good gangsta. Ooh, let's change our name. How about... What? Wow! Maybe that's too short and blunt. What do you think?
No comment. Mr. Eldoon. Not here. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go to... Can we go to the detention center now?
Is Walkie finally out of detention?
No.
No, nope.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'll find where to go. I mean, I have to go somewhere. I assume we don't go in here. No. This isn't important. Unless I missed something at the crime scene. Probably did. Phoenix, do you want to see some bloomers? Not the right one. Not the right one.
This is not the present menu.
I know, I realize. It's actually a relief to be so thoroughly ignored. Do you know about noodles? It's actually a relief to be so thoroughly ignored. Anyway, I must have missed something at the crime scene. Can't do anything over here. What did I miss though? Just gotta click it, everything. Oh, did I miss this? Probably. It's a knife! A shiv, to be precise.
Ooh, lingo.
The defendant, Wakiki-Taki, is the son of known gangsters. The police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, but wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Huh? Look at this! There's a handprint on the shiv. A handprint? Then there might be a fingerprint. Let's investigate. Right. First, choose the fingerprint you want to examine. Choose a fingerprint? Look closely at the handle. See? There's more than one fingerprint there.
Those black spots?
That's right. Pick the one you want to analyze. Probably the one darkest. Right, let's get detecting. Wow, she's practically glowing with excitement. First, sprinkle some aluminum powder over the print. Just touch the screen, like this, see? The oil left by the print absorbs the aluminum powder, so you just dust it on and blow it off.
Blow?
It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just put your lips together.
Oh, you... Wow, amazing! It's like magic! You're gonna have to configure the microphone properly.
Isn't it, though? Right, let's give it a shot. Incidentally, it's important that you cover the entire fingerprint with powder. Well, first all dust. Dust. I probably am gonna have to. Because DS gimmicks! DS gimmicks! DS gimmicks! Gotta get it thoroughly done. Thorough. We will waste all
that aluminium powder.
Is this already configured? I wonder. I mean, it's doing shit. Is it already configured?
Oh, you don't have to set it up. It's automatically reading input from your microphone.
Okay, nice. Good. Clear. Quite impressive. Next, to match the print. The police office has samples so you can tell whose finger this belongs to. That doesn't sound like as much fun as actually finding the print. Okay, pick the person whose print you think this is. You probably have a good idea whose knife this is already. It's your mother. I think it's actually Paul Maractus. No, we know who it is.
Cal Maractus, but okay.
Sorry, Pal. So, the fingerprints do belong to the defendant. Yes, isn't it amazing? Ah, the power of science, it's my life.
It's my life, and it's now or never. Hello, she's sparkling. Is she a vampire?
And I'm dimming. Look sharp, spirits up. The real fight is yet to come.
Chin up, Polly.
The trial hasn't even started, I'm already losing. Like that to the court record. So, have you met the defendant? No. Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center. You might think about wrapping up here and heading over. Good idea. I don't know what good it will do. We have a witness and a knife with prints. Have I mentioned I've got a bad feeling about this? Don't worry, it's like a right tradition. Some traditions I can live without. Oh, we'll get this first. No, it's a knife. We already got the print. What does it want me to examine? Who knows? Probably just, wow, it's the print. Where is he? There was an examine. Oh. It's in a very specific spot, though. Yeah, there we go.
So, the defendant's prints are on this knife.
That would mean he was here the night of the crime.
That's what I call irrefutable scientific evidence. Neat.
Not so neat when it happens to be evidence against our client.
Details, details.
Details. Also known as a shiv, found at the crime scene bearing Wonky's prints. Wonky Tonky. Move. Wonky mentioned. Is she gonna be here now?
I always thought a shiv was an improvised knife, not an actual knife with a blade.
Yeah, all I know about them, like, they're usually in zombie games. That's all I know about them.
And like prison games.
Yeah. June 15th, the detention center, visitor's room. I have no idea what voice to give this guy, but I'll figure out one.
Just follow your heart.
Follow my heart.
I'm sorry, meeting hours for the day are all done.
But we still have 3 minutes.
Fuck you. I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. Fucking kid making me work so close to closing. Father's talking in the private room with him. The father? You mean like a priest? I mean the suspect's dad, Mr. Winford Big Wins Kitaki himself.
Big wins. Not someone I care to meet. Die you? You're the one on your way out, old!
They're here.
Whoa. Whoa! This guy radiates power! Power. The cute apron?
You Walkie's lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm Big Wins Kitaki, 4th head of the Kitaki family. Capiche?
Actually, I came to speak to your son.
Mr. Justice.
Yes?
My son's innocent. He never killed nobody. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche?
Yes! I'm all about capiching! Capiche loud and clear!
You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn, though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life.
I don't feel so good. What's the big idea, old man? You can't treat me like a kid no more, not now. You know, I want to go to the clink. I like it here. You must be Walkie? A G's not a G till he does hard time. Bizooey.
Bizoy! Like as in boy, but with an is added.
Okay. You'll see when I get out of here, things will change.
Silence!
So basically, he's a white kid who listens to gangster rap.
I see.
My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy.
Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that. Ha! You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me? I don't need no trial. I did it!
I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow.
Yeah. Don't worry, I will not. So much for talking to our client.
But we made so much progress today. We even found my panties. I had fun at least.
Of
And
course.
isn't that what really matters?
The biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for this trial?
Oh, almost forgot. It's time for my show.
Oh!
Tonight I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out.
To be
Continued.
continued.
Suzuki.
Would you like to save your game?
No. No saves, ever.
Oh, okay. June 16th, 9:46 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright's not here today.
He said his old foot injury was acting up.
Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday.
Yeah, he smiled when he said we'd be fine. As long as you're there, Trucy.
Yes, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice! I started my voice training at 5 this morning.
Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here.
Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine!
That sounds more like a self-mantra than voice training.
I'm fine, you know what I'm saying? Good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty bird, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? Not really.
Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here.
See? That's the difference between me and you, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen.
You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, you fucking idiot.
Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo.
My worst fears realized.
I guess I was supposed to yell my lines.
Trial starting, I still haven't had a real talk with my client. I probably never will. June 16th, 10 a.m. sharp. Court District Courtroom number 4. Wow, I wonder who the prosecutor is. Could it be our favorite clown? Also, I realized we probably have more profiles that I just have not read.
Such as...
I don't think we read his yet. You said Clavier? Is that how you say it? Clavier.
Clavier.
Clavier? Clavier Gavin.
Clavier Gavin. Spitting
Clavier.
image and younger brother of Mr. Gavin. An acquaintance of Mr. Wright.
We did read Emma's, but Winfred Kitaki, age 56, gender male, fourth boss of the Kitaki family. Walkie's father wears an apron, don't ask.
Nickname Big Wins.
Buried in Walkie Kitaki. Pal Maractus, the victim, director of Maractus Clinic, died pulling the noodle stand. Anyway, yeah, we have some new ones.
It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Court is now in session for the trial of Walkie Kitaki.
The defense is ready, Your Honor!
Ready to rock and roll, Herr Judge. Ah, it's him! The guy from yesterday! He's a prosecutor?
It's Mr. Gavin's brother! Okay, he is kind of hot, though.
Where is he on your simpometer?
He's not, but he's like, he's a bit below Franziska and Edgelord, because Franziska and Edgelord are like 9, he's like an 8 or a 7, but he's still like hot as fuck. And Gogo's below him, so far. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Long time no see. Prosecutor Gavin, were you taking a leave of absence?
You know that little band I started in my free time? Thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say 9 to your fans when three of your singles go platinum, yeah?
I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I feared that you might still be distraught over that one trial. You know, that one time, that one thing happened.
Not to worry, Herr Judge.
That one thing.
I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strengths of the little boy who bested my brother?
Shock.
It was worth cancelling a show or two.
Understood. You may give your opening statements to the court.
Before that, I was thinking, is the Ernst's courtroom not a bit serious?
That might be because it's a courtroom.
It's a court of law, yes.
That's no way to get the crowd jumping, Herr Judge.
They're not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom.
Achtung, baby! Today we play it my way.
Okay, that's a bop in the background, though.
This is his theme.
I like his theme.
Let's let it play for a little bit longer. Oh, okay.
What?
Never mind. We weren't as close as I thought we were to the special part.
What's that noise?
Sometimes you have to get up. You have to get on up in order to get down to prosecute it.
Here it is, the guitar part.
That's epic. This is crazy.
The victim, Pal Miraculous, director of the Miraculous Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
I need my phone.
What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand?
Earning an extra buck or two, I believe. Yes, I believe you will only find that out by asking the defendant. Right here, right now, baby. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. He even said so.
What do you mean, undeniable?
If you were to glare at anyone, Herr Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed, quite clearly, you see.
Very well. Please admit this witness to the court.
I'm a clown, but like, I kinda love him. Anyway.
Nein! Not yet! First, there is a little matter to be cleaned up.
Could you talk without the accompaniment?
Accompaniment.
Accompaniment? My brain was just like, what is
Nein. I swear I could see the guitar for a second.
What is it, Prosecutor Captain?
The motive, Herr Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of the Miraculous Clinic?
Not so fast! The defendant doesn't have to explain that!
Yes, he does. Or, but what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said.
What?
I have not been in America in a little while. Does homies still mean gay people?
One is right.
They always say that on stage you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly?
Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime.
I feel like that should be a more regular occurrence in legal systems.
Yeah.
So, you son, are the defendant Walkie, are you?
I ain't your son, old man! You step to a Kitaki, you best be prepared to step strong!
You step to a public official, you'd best be prepared to step into jail. You gotta hand it to him, Walkie sure has guts.
It's not his guts I'm worried about.
Well then, the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself.
Walkie Kitaki's quote-unquote truth. I tell you one thing, the doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in the clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my office something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye! So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. Know what I'm saying?
His pad is People Park.
You're saying you're one of the victim's patients.
A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the street, true that. I tell you one thing, that doc was whack!
Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all this. I think Just is actually gonna just have an aneurysm. He's just like, I'm just done already. And I just started this case. Press. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor. Who asked you, Pointy Locks? Just who you think you are? Your lawyer. Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple. Wanna show him? By someone, you mean? Was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean? You better ask someone else, Holmes. Why do I care? I'm out of my own mind and did what had to be done, straight gangster style.
Why were you so mad at this doctor? Did he fuck your wife?
Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-Man. J-Man. Okay.
J-Man.
So, you were a patient at the Miraculous Clinic half a year ago. For what reason? I had what you might call a mark of honor.
Couldn't you explain precisely what was wrong?
We had a little run-in with the... Rebellies?
Rivals. Just say rivals.
Okay. I feel like... Anyway. With the Rivals family. That's when I pulled a jack move. And ran to an ambush. G busted a cap right in me.
According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time. By yourself.
Hey, I was more than a match for those guys.
So you were carried to the Miraculous Clinic from there after you got your bitch-ass shot.
Apparently he was shot in the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name.
Shot in the heart, he's still alive.
I can catch bullets between my teeth. But I never learned how to catch them with my heart.
The bullet stopped just short of my thumper, you know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it weren't for that whack duck! Can't even take out a stupid bullet.
So, as you say, the surgery was a failure.
That ain't all of it, Holmes. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think that means? It's whack, that's what it is? That's what?
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad, yo.
It sounds as though Herr Doctor wished to hide his mistake. This is why he lets the defendant go.
He's a liar, straight up. He's a badder G than me. So, this bullet is still... You know it! I still feel it! Right there in my chest, resting up against my heart!
Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. All of our singles are hits.
Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. You should have sued him.
Word, J-Man! Weren't no accident. That's full sizzle.
It seems that there were issues with this doctor.
Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor. Lucky, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that.
Chin up, Apollo. Back straight.
But why did this mistake only come to light that day?
It was found during the family health checkup.
The family health checkup? That was the wackest thing at all. Of all, I can talk. All us G's line up, taking eye exams and all that. Better die young than fade away. Bizoy.
A relief to hear.
Eh? What's a relief?
Or, did your father not tell you? Did Daddy not tell you that bullet you carry so close to your heart? If not, tend it to immediately. It could kill you.
What?
It could kill him. Yes, Herr Dr. Maractus had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life.
No way! That's what?
There is proof. Your checkup report.
Walking shake-up report. Add to the court record.
How ironic that you would kill him, one man capable of helping you.
Results from a checkup performed in June. Metallic object found near heart. Patient's name, walkie-talkie, age 19, male. Report filed June 14. Notes, metallic object found near heart. Urgent exam needed.
Alright, so just get a magnet, stick it on his chest, and wait for it to pull the bullet out.
The first game again.
Well, in that case, the bullet was in the shoulder.
That's true, yeah, you know what I mean though.
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
Are you real?
Did you read the line? I think you did.
How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started, baby!
Started.
We've had enough of a warm-up act. Enough of a warm-up act, yeah. Time to hear from the witness! Wacky sure is quiet all of a sudden.
I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? Up.
So, you will tell us your name and occupation. You've seen this guy before.
Have we?
You have.
My name is Wesley Stickler. My occupation, I take it you refer to some labor which profits society at large under livelihood, under which definition I confess to being unemployed. However, we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to this notion of occupation. And once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not gestalt per se, but derives instead from the vagueness inherent in all representations of thought.
By which he means to say that he is a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, that's Phoenix's alma mater.
Yeah.
Yes, in the departments of science and engineering.
That's unfortunate.
Well, Phoenix and Dolly's.
Yeah.
Filled with curiosity for all things, I spent my days in pursuit of truth, honing my...
Cass Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today.
Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime.
You ask, quite simplistically, what I saw. Well, I understand that Homo sapiens possess two eyes, each with those designed with... A Night in the Park by Wesley Stickler. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping, when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him without a stand. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot! The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead.
Square in the forehead means directly in the forehead, right? Sus. It's not directly in the forehead, it's in the right temple, which is technically not directly in the middle of the forehead, but anyway.
You're just gonna have to trust your own judgment. Was there anyone else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not.
The pistol our witness refers to is this.
Oh, we finally get the murder weapon? Thank you.
The court accepts this as evidence.
Pistol.
Pistol added to the court record.
Type weapon. Submit as evidence by Prosecutor Gavin.
Very well. Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness.
Just 1 second, Your Honor. Just 1 second.
After examining the polygons on the weapon.
Yeah, just 1 second, Your Honor. 1 second. Weapon left at the crime scene. 2 rounds were fired. Fingerprints were wiped. Okay, okay. Not much on it. It's just a normal bullet. Anything on the other side? Anything interesting? Okay. This looks like nothing's interesting. It's just a normal bullet. Oh. Oh. Whoa! Don't point that thing at me!
Don't worry, I can handle myself around guns. Now give me your wallet, Polly. Magic guns, at least. The ones that pigeons come out of.
Very
And flags that say
reassuring.
bang.
Okay. Okay, Your Honor. Yep, I'm ready. I'm ready. Yes, Your Honor.
Ellipsis.
Trucy, why are you staring like that at the witness?
That man. I can't help but feel Starburst has seen him somewhere before.
Where? I don't remember him at all. Where have I seen him before?
Wouldn't you like to know?
He's 22. Junior in science at Ivy University witnessed a man concerned with the truth.
I actually can't remind you of where you've seen him because of reasons, but I will after the case is over.
Okay.
A Night in
A
the
Night in the Park by Wesley Stickler.
Well, we'll press him, I suppose.
That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them.
On the way home from shopping, you say. Why go through the park?
Oh, fascinating inquiry. Revealing me culpable of being insufficiently verbose. Let us consider the time saved by passing through the park on the way home from the store. In that time, I am capable of solving 2 GMAT problem sets.
Congratulations.
On average, it requires me 3 minutes 24 seconds to complete one such set. Ergo, the time to complete is on average 6 minutes 48 seconds. However, in the case that the questions are in the verbal category, admittedly not.
That's enough! Enough! I get the idea.
You do not. Mr. Justice, the court hopes to finish cross-examination. This court hopes to finish cross-examination sometime this month.
Please, I have a recording booked after this trial. I've got a show to perform.
Gee, sorry, you're all so busy.
One man pulling a stand, another man facing him, not having a stand.
Were these men talking by any chance?
Oh, now that you mention it, they were, though I cannot claim I heard them. They were, though I cannot claim I heard them clearly. Only fragments, such as, "You lied to me," and, "Oh, and I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, pal." It's just as our defendant claims.
I believe he wished to teach the victim what it felt like to take a bullet in the heart.
If that's true, then this is a vital piece of testimony.
Sounds like he heard them clearly enough to me.
Hold it! Might I be allowed to amend my testimony? No.
What now?
To be precise, he did not say pal, but man. Yes, that was the way of it. I swear it on my diploma, which I do not have yet.
What's the difference?
And this other man, who was he? I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant.
How can you be so sure it was the defendant? The crime took place at night. It would have been too dark.
Too dark for you, bitch, not for me.
I have night vision, you see.
Perhaps I was remiss in not mentioning this earlier.
Huh?
You see, in class, I always sit in the very backmost seat. Do you know why?
Who cares?
Because I do not wish anyone to copy my perfect notes. And this relates to your testimony how? I mention this to illustrate my predisposition to that which is perfect. It was dark, you say, yet there are lights in the park. If I say the defendant was in the park that night, then he was in the park that night. It is a hard, immutable fact.
Okay.
He sure is confident.
He seems to be telling the truth, too.
In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand.
Are you sure the pistol you saw is the same as the one just submitted as evidence?
Am I sure? Surely, you jest. Or so a common witness would be tempted to say.
Huh?
Yet I am no common witness. I see not only events as they are, but the logical structure governing these events. First, we must consider the fact that it was night at the park, which indeed restricted my field of vision due to insufficient levels of illumination. Now, if we consider that the pistol, let us call it Object A, was indeed shrouded in darkness, it becomes difficult to say with certainty that Object A was indeed Object A. I think he means you can see it that clearly.
My badge for a normal witness.
Yet the fact that a pistol was fired before my eyes is indisputable. I can still see it when I close my eyes. The defendant raised his weapon. A shot! The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead.
Square in the forehead. Are you absolutely certain only one shot was fired?
Yes, of course it was one shot. Why do you ask?
Aha! Contradiction, finally! Mr. Sickler, according to the court record, the pistol was fired twice. The clear contradiction...
Good eyes, Herr Justice. You're cool. Real cool. Or handsome too.
You really
Want
think
to go out
so?
after this?
I mean, if you really want to.
Yet there is no reason why this other shot had to have been fired that night. Meaning? This pistol came from the Kitaki family mansion, yeah? I think it's not unreasonable to assume the pistol had been fired once before that night. During, perhaps, another altercation.
He's got a point.
Judging from his smug expression, I'd say Prosecutor Gavin had that answer ready before you even spotted the problem.
He seems pretty confident in his testimony.
We always make the biggest mistakes when we're our most confident. He's got a weak point somewhere, Apollo. Find it, then shoot it.
Right. Better give that testimony another listen. I think it's the
Then pull out
last
the gun.
statement. I think it's the last statement. I'm gonna make a
Trust.
save.
Never give up. Trust your instincts.
I made a save state. Anyway. Oh, I didn't mean to skip past this last one.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. It seems everything else seems decent, except for that last statement, because it's square in the forehead instead of what the autopsy report says, which is right temple, which is not square in the forehead. That's like... it's closer to like your ear.
Yo, bitch! Yo, bitch! Inconsistency!
Well, if that's all of it, I think I have a chance.
Is that you relaxing, I see, Herr Justice?
Huh? Oh, objection!
Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice. Apollo, pace yourself. The trial's not over yet.
Doing his loud, his screams hurts. Urk! Right! Look at this!
The autopsy report. Is there a problem with the autopsy report?
Right, a problem. Problem. Yes! The problem is the location of the entry wound!
The location?
You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not?
Ah, I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It is quite simple, really. First, understand that when I say square, I speak not of geometrical absolute. What do I mean by this? For example, the deflection of a meter is the wavelength of light emitted by a krypton particle, as we all know. In addition, it is a well-known fact that krypton particles are rare and invisible to the naked eye, which points to a basic fallacy in your line of reasoning, namely that what... Mr. Justice! Make him stop!
Yes.
Was your objection to these Kryptonian particle things? This is the big time, and you're obsessed with something so small. You disappoint me, Herr Forehead.
No! I'm obsessed with something big! I mean, there's a bigger,
yeah, you are.
less nitpicky problem here.
Do tell. Is it about Mr. Gavin's cock?
Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple!
Temple?
Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction. Isn't it? Apollo not even sure of himself. It is right, finally.
Objection!
Herr Justice. Oh, Herr Justice.
Yes. I don't like the sound of
Your
that.
tactics are outdated. Your tactics are outdated. Trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifle. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago? Daddy Phoenix, was it?
He's not my master. Look, I know the wound was.
Oh, sorry, your daddy.
I know the wound. Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to the testimony.
Yerk.
Is that tears? I can't. I assume it's tears.
Yeah, his eyes are wobbling. Her forehead.
Forehead.
Let's imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do, Herr Forehead?
Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!"
And you, Fraulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!" And you, Herr Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder?
Ah! The victim turned his head at the last moment. Nope.
Ah, yes. Thank you for jogging my memory. It sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. I'm never getting out of here.
A Night in the Park.
A Night in the Park, Part 2, by Wesley Stickler. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. Cease this at once, you two! I cried, with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice. The shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I see. So you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed. With composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that.
That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately.
Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would.
Another diagram. Killer. Victim.
The witness, Mr. Stickler. Mr. Stickler, was it? Stood here.
Here.
He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature.
That's not what he said, but...
And then he wet his pants. And the victim responded by looking in the witness's direction, and the direction of the smell of urine. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, he would have hit the victim's left temple. As we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. Wait, yeah, it would have been right. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I apologize for my stupidity. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science.
Science.
Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness. It's pronounced Science, after famous forensic investigator Emma Skye.
Alright, we'll just press him because I'm not sure what the right answer is. So you saw a raised pistol. Weren't you frightened?
Yes, I was. I wet my robe.
I wet my robe.
It can be said that we students of Ivy University know no fear. The moment I saw that pistol, my inner sense of justice compelled me to take action, so I wet my gown. That was certainly brave of you, publicly urinating like that. You might have gotten shot. Eh? You certainly were lucky. If I were in the killer's shoes, I certainly wouldn't have left a witness behind. It actually looks like he had no idea he was in danger. Regardless, I attempted to halt the bloodshed. Cease this at once, you two! I cried, with composure, before wetting my gown.
Are you sure both men were able to hear your voice?
They were, of course. My high, exquisite voice echoed through the park. And the victim responded to that clarion call. Quite.
Did you hear the gunshot the same time as the victim turned?
Indeed, I would say about the same time, to be precise.
And the victim didn't ask you for help.
It can be said that he didn't have time to ask. He didn't even have time to take a single step. I'm totally sure that the killer fired because Mr. Stickler startled him.
Don't say that too loud, Trucy, please.
I'm totally sure that the killer fired.
Can you describe the killer's actions more clearly? Okay, Trucy,
No.
shut up.
No. He seemed quite surprised, especially considering it was he who did the deed. As you can see, human psychology is a tangled web indeed.
Oh gosh, here we go.
He simply couldn't believe what he had done. He shot, he panicked.
A common tale, but true. Unfortunately, before I could take further action,
You didn't try to apprehend the criminal?
it all happened so fast, I'm afraid I hadn't the time. Doesn't something about that strike you as odd, Apollo?
What?
The killer was in a hurry, right? He fired the pistol and tossed it right away.
According to the testimony, that's what happened, yes.
In that case, I'd expect to find something that we didn't find.
Find something, find what?
Find these nuts! I liked that contradiction. Kinda sad to see it go.
Not as I feel. What do we do now? I mean, we didn't find the gun at the crime scene. Do we just present the
At
gun?
least the testimony's getting a little clearer.
She's right. Maybe we can find something to use in this new testimony. Do I present the gun?
Do you?
Cause I know
Also,
that we had
also,
the
can-
knife was found.
Try clicking it. Can you click on the Y button there? See if it works. See if it works like that. Okay, no, you have to have your controller connected to use the voice commands.
I don't remember what is my Y.
It should be the square button.
Well, I'm not playing. I'm playing with my keyboard, so I don't remember what I have input though.
You can just set it to a key you want right now.
What was it? That was the Y.
Yeah.
Y is
Yeah,
A.
you
Wait, do I just do How does this work though?
hold the A key.
Okay.
And read out what the red text says
Okay.
into the mic.
Okay.
That's how you do voice commands.
No.
So you can present evidence by shouting, "Objection!"
Oh, that's kind of. I do kind of love that. Okay, no, I don't want to do it on this statement though.
Or do you?
No, I want to do it in the last statement. Objection!
Objection!
Oh, it worked. Wait a second!
Another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you.
Come again.
He's about to get literal about waiting a second. Wait a second, you say? A second? Are we intended to wait just that? A single second? 1/60th of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 3 minutes, 35 seconds, Mr. Justice, make him stop.
Your Honor. I'll try my best.
Using that gun in your hand right there. Just point that at him until he stops talking.
Oh, okay, Your Honor. Sounds like a good plan to me.
Am I to understand you were objecting to the length of a second?
Yes, I mean no! Here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it.
I like how the graphic of the gun was kind of overlapping with Apollo's pointing hand there.
Yeah.
But it looked like he was pointing it at Wesley. Oh, a common ploy made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints.
Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran.
That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints. Ah, the little girl speaking with the university student. There's a porno in there. I'm not little. Then let's think like adults, shall we, Fraulein? Eh? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Paul. Too bad we have nothing in the court record that proves Waki wasn't wearing gloves.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you really not have anything in the court record that proves Kitaki wasn't wearing gloves?
The killer had been wearing gloves? No way! I wonder if I can say no way. Probably not. No way.
Only when you see that Y button there can you do a voice command.
Oh, that's sad. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means some trace of prints remained. Which means no trace. Which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, he wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol.
Flip, 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 flip. That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant. He threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime. Strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. That sounds solid to me. Well, Herr Forehead, any of your precious objections? What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work.
You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say.
It doesn't matter. Now that happens. What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said?
Huh? Isn't what obvious?
When he restated that what he saw just now, he said he saw Waki drop a murderous weapon. That's not the same as being 100% sure of what Waki threw away.
You're right!
He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. It must be hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong.
Well, it can be said that I am quite offended. While it is indeed true that once in my youth I wrote a love letter that was seized by the teacher and posted on the blackboard to see the appellation form might do one. What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this?
Yes!
Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol...
It had to be something else, like a knife!
At least one person on the defense team seems to be sinking.
Grr! I'll wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin!
Ooh, you think I'm pretty.
I do, but that's not the point right now! Everyone's bi. Everyone is fucking buying this. Everyone.
Ace Attorney is bi. I've been saying it for years. Ace Attorney is bisexual culture.
Like, literally.
Perhaps you can inform the bisexual the bisexual court as to the nature of this something else.
Bisexual cult is pretty accurate, too.
What did the bisexual killer throw away before fleeing the scene?
Objection! Oh, take that! I can read. I know I'm reading. I can read the screen. Promise.
Is that a really short sword?
short
I saw one
sword.
of those. I saw one of those on the late night movie last night.
Great, a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it.
What is Prince?
The single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, the defendant wasn't wearing gloves!
Indeed.
Oh, Herr Forehead. You're forgetting two other things you've just proven.
Huh?
One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Waki Kitaki. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife, with the intent of harming the victim.
Oh! Oh no! But it wasn't a murder weapon. And there's no prints on the other one.
Not only was it not the murder weapon, the autopsy report doesn't mention anything about any stabbing or cutting wounds. So like, the fact that Waki is proven to have been pointing a knife at the victim basically proves he's innocent.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Never underestimate Gavin, and the lesson here is a lesson here.
We're just going to pretend that this is incriminating. This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. You know what they say about assuming, Mr. Stickler. It makes an ass out of you and Ming. Out of you and Ming. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming. Yes, that's what I said. Assuming.
Yeah, he sounds like he's doing an engineering degree.
As if that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are, assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired.
From shot
to call.
I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
Why didn't you chase the killer?
He was, as you say, the killer.
Of course I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered?
Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that.
Quadratic equations are easy, though.
Ooh, look at the big brain on Starburst over here. Thinks she can go to Ivy University.
They're much more easier than integrals.
Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also now know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have a killer. Let's ignore the fact that he had a knife instead of a gun, and the victim died of gunshot wounds, not stabbing wounds.
We're ignoring that, yeah.
Does it not?
Does it not, Herr Justice?
I better find a way to take this testimony down quick! Hold it! Hold it! Hey. I like this now.
I'm glad you're having fun.
It's a little fun to scream hold it. I feel like I'm really engaged now. I feel very much like Apollo right now, you know, like getting my lungs, you know.
Making use of those cords of steel.
Yeah. Which way did the killer run?
Away. By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction.
That would mean he ran the opposite direction from the Kentucky mansion.
Achtung!
Don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight.
Ugh, how do you know that's where I was going?
I can read it on your big forehead, hair forehead.
Hold it! You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing.
If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood,
Yeah, that's true.
nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor.
Oh, that shit sucks.
Okay,
So-
that's really specific and unprompted. So I'm pretty sure he did do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, cool answer. Very cool.
I've also done that. I've broken a lot of stuff. Every single lab I have, I break at least one glassware.
Okay, so you are never allowed to handle nitroglycerin.
Pretty much. I spilled concentrated hydrochloric acid all over the floor once. It was not good. I've also spilled
And then there was a hole in the floor, and then below that there was a hole in the basement floor, and then below that there was a hole in the Earth's core.
Oh yeah. No, it wasn't that strong, but it was pretty strong. Like, it would have burned through my skin if I had gone on my skin, but luckily it just got on the floor. And my lab instructor was just like, how did you do this? And I looked at her and I was just like, I don't know. I'm a scientist, obviously. I'm so messy though.
What is this sound you made? Was that the sound of your professor slapping you?
No, that was just me clapping my hands together, like, joy oh joy. So nothing strange about how he acted. She looks like she has something to say.
Mr. Gavin, will you marry me?
Ergo, I used
Hold
my cell
it!
phone to call the police.
Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance?
It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shock to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite. Simply exquisite.
He actually looks like he's going to cry. Trucy, if you have something to say, say it.
Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later,
Hold
I saw
it!
no one else.
Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes?
I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction.
Is that all?
No one came. Nothing happened at all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing.
Very poetic.
It was late at night. It's not odd to think it's not odd to think there would be few people around in the park.
So he just stood there watching? Not much to go on there. Trucy, if you got something to say, by all means say it. Puppy Apollo.
Why are you literally Apollo?
I said this like the second stream. I was like, I'm literally Apollo. Like, oh my god, I'm more Apollo than I am Phoenix, apparently.
Yeah, I'm more Phoenix.
You're Phoenix, I'm Apollo. There we go. Ugh, I can't find a single problem with that testimony.
Had enough at last, hair forehead?
Maybe it's time to back off a bit.
No.
No. The defense still has some questions and the man answers, Your Honor!
Your opinion, Prosecutor Gavin?
Oh, let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I will amuse myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. I'm like Mozart, only sexier.
Very well. You may continue with the cross-examination.
I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Backing off might actually be the right call. Until
Yeah,
the police
I don't
arrived at
think
the scene
there's anything.
10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
I don't think we have everything in the evidence. Attorney's badge, map, not important. Bowl, not important. Trucy's panties, not important. Cell phone. Probably not important right now. Not important. Not important. Not important for this. Not important for this. Not important for this. Not important for this. Not important
Take that! My attorney's badge!
Oh yeah. Where this testimony?
I think you've got to press on the last statement to get the option to back off.
Nope.
Trucy, if you've got something to say it. Not in a yelling mood anymore.
I just didn't want to yell at it again for this. I'll yell at it again when it's a new one. Maybe there isn't anything left to unravel in this testimony after all.
Some of us have glamorous careers we'd like to get back to this month. Hair forehead.
They don't have enough to put Walkie away yet. Should I back off for now? Ugh! There's nothing fishy about this testimony at all.
It appears there are no objections to the witness's current testimony.
There are any number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves, which wiped the previous user's prints off. Then, after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion.
No. No!
It seems we've come to the end of the line here.
No, that can't be at all.
How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you, Hair Forehead?
I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Walkie Kitaki.
Trucy!
Nobody move! What's the meaning of this? Who are you?
There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet.
Wait, are you one of the Kitakis?
The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters?
If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes.
What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of...
Herr Judge, I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess, 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it.
Wait! How did he disappear so fast?
It's magic. Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo.
Her voice.
I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess.
Daddy
I'll
is
see you
gonna
on the
kill
monkey
me
bars, Mr.
if
Gavin.
his daughter dies.
Bailiff, catch that mysterious man.
To be continued.
Right on time at...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we are. Nice. Would you like to save your game? Oh, well, I got the wrong window. Do not turn off power.
Do not turn power off.
Well, I guess that will be it for today, Twitch crowd. You can catch me again with this on Friday.
Free D?
Free day.
3D.
3D. And you can catch us more on Mikey's now, twitch.tv/Mikeybuster for some more KH Dream Drop Distance, where, will Mikey switch to Proud Mode? We'll find out.
It won't be on stream because you can't change the difficulty mid-file in that game. I would have to start a new game.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, will you decide to do that in your free time? We'll see.
Take a shot every time I die if you want to die yourself of alcohol poisoning.
Oh yeah. Thank you for joining. Love you all. Bye.
Bye Twitch chat. Hope Trucy survives. Bye.